Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to sunny Spain in the early weeks of June. Stonking hot, as much of Europe's been for the last couple of weeks, but the light switch has gone on here and it's pretty much going to be like this now till back end of October, so very, very warm indeed. Quick update, as you know from previous videos, the Ducati 350 Scrambler is more or less done. I've not painted the frame, but she's looking pretty nice and running really well with the Mikuni carb that I've got on it. No luck with the amyl carbs. I've had two amyl carbs. I put them on, change them, mess around with them, but it just doesn't like running on the amyl carbs. One's a new one and it still doesn't run sweet as the cheap Mikuni that I've got on there. The thing about the Mikuni carb is they're very forgiving with slight fuel mixture problems, fuel grades and all the rest of it. So it's running really sweet on the Ducati. The Guzzi California, don't do a lot to that. That's running sweet as a nut. We've been out for a long ride today on it, and joy to ride, especially in the sunny Spanish weather. Update on the Moto Guzzi Police V65, and I've been tinkering around with that, doing quite a bit of work on it. The master cylinder on the side I pointed out in a previous video, which is this part here. I ordered the new Brembo internals for that, so I've redone that. Bled the brakes. We've got brakes all round now, which is better for stopping rather than just having one right hand front brake. Also, once the system was pressurized, the sensor, which is a pressure sensor for the rear brake light, works, so that's working okay. All the electrics are okay. I've taken all the main loom out and stripped out every bit of wiring that's not essential, basically the old police wiring, radio suppressors and all sorts of circuits for the police radios, etc. So I've tidied all the wiring up as best I can. This side piston is running really sweet. It's nice, nice colour on the spark plug, not too rich, not too lean. The other side, I've had a shed load of problems. I put two new NGK carbs in there, which are resistor type 8 resistor type carbs, plugs, and it was running okay for a while, but the far side was running really rich, and what happened, it caused carbon deposits inside the contact point on the carb, not just the gap on the end where you clean, it was actually inside the carb. And although when you did a spark plug to the engine case or anything else, it was really arcing, a good spark on it, but once you put it inside the pot, it wasn't sparking inside the pot. It was arcing over to the carbon within the plug itself and not causing a spark in the engine. So it was running in one pot for a while. It took me ages to figure out how to sort it out. Eventually ended up taking the Del Orso carb off that side, cleaning it all out, and I think, although I'm not 100% sure, the problem was on the bottom of the choke lever on the spring. There's a rubber seal on the bottom that was really hard, and when I blew through the inlet jet at the bottom for the choke, even with the choke down and the spring forcing the rubber against the seal, it wasn't causing a seal, so it was getting fuel most of the time through the carb as well. Altered the float on that side to the recommended height, and it's running a lot better. I've changed the plugs to 7 series NGK plugs, which will run a bit hotter and should burn any carbon off on that pot on that side. But the ultimate probably fix for that is probably to change the carb on that side. It's pretty worn and probably needs either the jets and needle pin changing or complete carb change, so I'll have a look at that. But it's running pretty sweet at the moment. I'll just start her up for you if she'll start. One thing I keep forgetting to do is turn the fuel on. I've just been out for a quick blast down the lane, our lane, and I got halfway down the lane and it went and just cut out, and I thought, oh, what's going on now? Assumed it was another problem, but as soon as I flicked the switches, it fired up okay. So yeah, she's running on both pots. She's still popping a bit on the left hand side, so it's a little bit rich on that side. This side's running okay, so a bit more work to do. It's ticking over okay. And one thing I did notice on the V5, the 65 650 engine, because of the light weight of the bike, it's only 160 kilos total weight. It's probably a bit less now with all the stuff taken off it, and it really does fly. It's just quick, well, I would say it's quicker than my Super Meteor 650, because the Super Meteor 650 is packing some weight. But yeah, it's 52 brake horsepower in the standard guise. I'm not sure if this one's tuned for the police force to give it a higher tuning or whatever, but yeah, it certainly flies along. Shifting okay in the gears. I haven't swapped the final drive fluid and the gearbox fluid out yet, but that's the next job on the list. So guys, that's a quick update on the classic bike stable. So we've got the 41-year-old Moto Guzzi police bike. We've got the 31-year-old Moto Guzzi California 11 injection, first of the injections. And we've got the beautiful little Ducati 350 Scrambler from 1975, which is going to put it at 50. So 50, 40, 30. So we've got 30, 40, 50. So quite an age gap on all the bikes. So guys, that was a quick update. I'll sign out. I love you and leave you. Ride safe, enjoy the sun, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers. Peace out, guys.